Welcome to round 3 of week 3, playing against Den of Bears. Haven't played against him yet, so don't really know what he's running. I win the roll, choose to play first, and have a pretty tough choice, but I choose to keep this hand. I'm just mulligan averse, and I figure, I have a lot of 2 and 3 drops that I could draw that would be good here. Tar Snare, of course. And a land, worst possible. Okay. Yeah, I do hit the swamp though. What do I play here? Do I play Courier Griffin or Tar Snare his guy? Because he played the Crumbling Vestige for green and he's already showing that he's a 3-color deck, I think Lifespring Druid would create too much value for him right now. So I decided to kill it. And a Whiptail's a nice draw. I just play that. Dawnglare Invoker. Uh-oh. Plus Hyena Umbra. Well, at least my guy has first strike, so I can attack through that. And I guess I'm just going to play my Core Scythe Master, because it can attack through that as well. And he plays his own Courier Griffin. Okay. If only I saved my Tar Snare, I would be ripping this Dawnglare Invoker, the best card in the format, plus getting a 2-for-1 with Hyena Umbra. So, learn from me, kids. Don't waste your Tar Snare on non-life-threatening cards. So my turn is pretty sick, though. I get to play a Sandstone Bridge, Courier Griffin plus Goblin Warpaint. I mean, look at this attack. I just nugged him for 7 plus 5. I hit him for 12. Is that right? 4, 7, 11, 12. Yeah, I hit him for 12. Problem is he has 2 for 2. Kills me right back. And I have attacks here. He makes the block here so that he has to, because it's lethal. And it's just going to make the Hyena Umbra fall off. And he actually has the Puncturing Light too, which is pretty insane. So now it's this Dawnglare Invoker, his 7 mana to my board of nothing. And I was up 13 life on him, 19-6. And he top decks probably one of the best cards in his deck, 3/3 Vigilant Flyer, because it stops my Courier Griffin right in its tracks, so he gets to deal damage to me too. He doesn't draw an 8th land, but he draws a 1/4. I brick, so I can't attack. He hits me again, and he draws the 8th land, so now I'm pretty dead, unless I draw a removal spell. So I can still draw Auna's Judgment, Complete Disregard, Heat Ray, Touch of the Void, Sheer Drop if he attacks with it. I have a lot of outs. I can draw Prophetic Prism too into any of those cards. Alright, Goblin Rough Rider, I'm dead. And dead. So, draw the Complete Disregard, but exactly 1 turn too late. So yeah. So really brutal game 1 in that I have a lot of outs to Dawnglare Invoker. Like a lot. And I drew 0 of them over the course of the game. I drew 11 lands, and he drew 8, which is the exact amount that he needed. And he just had all the removal and stuff. So game went perfectly for him, and he capitalized on basically a misplay by me. I should not have wasted my Tar Snare. But again, you know, I've never played him, and I don't know what it is. Got Dawnglare Invoker. He could be some 5-color deck, and so me killing the, Lifespring Druid could be just so stifling to him. But I can't know that. So yeah, we're on the play. We keep. Obvious keep. Good hand here. Draw our best 3-drop that attacks, which I like. and we have complete disregard, so we're gonna do pretty well here, I think. He's got a 1/4. I can snap attack right into that. If he wants to block, then I can just heat ray it for 1 and then play Glory Seeker, but he does not, so that allows me to play my Courier Griffin. Now he plays Hyena Umbra, and him attacking, it's a free attack, which also means it's a free block for me. If he has Gideon's Approach or like Puncturing Light, which he showed us last game, he's going to do it when I attack him anyway. I just guaranteed gain 2 life by blocking. And he has the Puncturing Light, so I just gain 2 life by blocking. So now I get a 2-for-1 pretty easily here. Just complete disregard his guy. And bash. Kozilek's Predator is a little annoying, but those are at least 0-1s and not 1-1s, so I can bash right through them. And here I decided I want to hit my land drop rather than play Courier Griffin, even though it's less attacking. But it allows me to play my Glory Seeker too, which is just an awful card. So you can see why I cut this card. And the more that I played my red, white, black deck is just how bad a 2/2 is. It's only good on turn 2, and even then it's not that good. So this Ethereal Outrider is going to be interesting. He also played a Quicksand, which stops me from being able to attack with my core Scythe Master. But he had the double block on it anyway, with the Outrider and the Predator. So Grazing Gladeheart, that's an annoying one. He plays a land, gains 2 life. Gaining 2 life for every land he hits is going to be really annoying. And he has a Bone Splitter to kill my flyer, and then he plays a Felidar Cub and sacks his other 0-1. I don't think he should have done that necessarily. Like, he has 3/3s to block. Yeah, I don't think he needed to do that. So I don't really have any good attacks. So I think I'll just play my Vent Sentinel, and this is allowing me to... I could use my Heat Ray on the Gladeheart, but again, I know he has Dawnglare Invoker, and he's already got 6 mana, so I can't lose to Dawnglare Invoker again. He's going to gain 1,000,000 life, and I just let him get a 2/6 Vigilance, but 2/6 Vigilance doesn't matter because Vent Sentinel can block it, and even if he turns it all the way into a 3/10, it's taking up all his every turn he has, and it doesn't get past the Vent Sentinel anyway. So unless he deals with the Vent Sentinel, I think I should be fine. So I'm just picking him for basically 2 a turn. You can see Glory Seeker would have been much better as just an 0/6 wall, because I'd be pinging him for 2 with the Vent Sentinel and then hitting for 1 with the Pilgrim's Eye. He does draw the Dawnglare Invoker. This time I am prepared, and I just Tar Snare it. End of turn. Dies immediately. And now Touch of the Void is a nice draw. I'm still content to just let him gain 2 life here with the Grazing Gladeheart. He doesn't play a land though, so he must have 2 spells in hand. Because he would have played the land because he wants to level up his Outrider. So I'm just pinging him. Turns out he has end of turn complete disregard. That's kind of annoying because, yeah, I can ping him. But now he's going to be able to make his guy a 3/10 and attack with it. He hasn't dealt any damage to me so far though, and I played 2 Courier Griffins, so I have some time. But he also has some time, so the attacks for him are such that I can just trade my 2/2 for the Gladeheart. That's an easy trade. And I do trade the 3/1 for the 3/3 because my 3/1 can't attack into his 3/10 Vigilance unless I draw a removal spell. And I figure it's unlikely that I draw a removal spell that can deal with 10 toughness. There's only 1 in my deck. The Iona's Judgment. Sheer Drop doesn't work. I already used my complete disregard, which would work. He's got Quicksand to deal with the core Scythe Master anyway. So it just gives me the most amount of time to draw to my outs, which are flyers, basically. Of course, I draw my 1 outer, Iona's Judgment, but it wouldn't have mattered. He would have had the Quicksand to trade with my 3/1 anyway, so still a good play by me, I think. So I get rid of his guy mainly because it slows down the clock. Basically, I'm trading 2 for 1 Pilgrim's Eye versus his Cub, and I have a Touch of the Void to get ahead. Here I just take the opportunity to play sheer drop, kill his guy, bash for 4. I'm firmly ahead of the race now, and he's actually dead on board to the touch of the void. He plays a 5/5. In an effort to not show him touch of the void, I just heat ray his guy for 5. I still have mana for touch of the void open in case he has some sort of spell to protect it, and he concedes to my next attack. So now I'm going to be on the draw, presumably on the final game here. So looks like I'm on the draw, and I kept this hand. Is really good hand. It's got Dunglare Invoker and Prophetic Prism. Yeah. Draw that Scythe Master again. I have 2 of them in the deck, so it's likely that I do draw it. I play my Prophetic Prism and I draw another land, which is pretty good for me. So here I definitely play Scythe Master first. Deals the most amount of damage. And Dawnglare Invoker. I don't want to play early if I want him to use removal on other stuff. He plays a Courier Griffin. So here I'm definitely attacking, but he's got a lot of flyers coming at me. So I can either complete disregard or Tar Snare. And I figure because he has like Hyena Umbra, I should hold on to the complete disregard, because if we put Hyena Umbra on Courier Griffin, Tar Snare wouldn't be able to kill it. So if I'm going to play Tar Snare this turn, I have to kill the 2/2 flyer. And in that sense, it doesn't really matter to me. A 2/2 and a 2/3 are the same, because I'm just taking 2. He's got Grease and Gladeheart land to gain 2. That's annoying. Puts him firmly ahead in the race. He's got another spell. The Outrider. Okay. Again, quite annoying. I can attack into it because if he double blocks, I can first strike, kill the 2/2, and then he would kill mine, but I would just complete disregard and get the 2-for-1. So he just takes. And I just play another 3/1 because I figure I just need to be able to beat down. He should attack with both creatures here, I think. Because I'm not blocking. Pretty sure I'm not blocking. I think he missed that attack. Yeah, especially if he plays a 4/4. Like if I blocked and traded, that's just bad for me because he's got a 4/4 in play. So, yeah, that 4/4 is a huge problem. I'm going to have to kill it with sheer drop, which means I have to let him attack with it. So now I have to play a little defensive. I can't attack through it. So I just play 2 3-drops. And he immediately plummets my 2/1 flyer. I'm fine with that. He's got a plummet in deck, so here I could double block either one of these things, but I would get 2-for-1. I'm not really into that, so I just take the 6. It's a little annoying this Sandstone Bridge doesn't do a frickin' thing because he has this 2/6 Vigilance that I can't kill with sheer drop, so I just have to sheer drop the 4/4. And I hold on to my land just in case. He's got an Ondu Giant, finding him a swamp. Okay, I guess I get to play the Belligerent Whiptail. Still hold on, Oh, I guess I play the 2/4 because it stops him from attacking with his 2/6. And I can ping him next turn, whereas I can't necessarily attack with my 4/2. So he just levels this guy up. Ooh, instead of playing the Whiptail, I play the Gloom Hunter, since I can beat down in the air. Now he's got a 3/10, but he can't attack, so I'm fine with that. Ooh, and I drew Iona's Judgment. Pretty good. So I just bash in the air for 3. Play out Mr. Whiptail. So he's just flooding out and gaining a lot of life, so I'm just pinging him, bashing him in the air. And I'm waiting for him to draw Dawnglare Invoker. If he plays Dawnglare Invoker 5s, he's got 5/10, so he can't play it and activate it in the same turn. If he could, 2, 5, 6, 7, I would go to 1. Yikes. Ooh, Hyena Umbra. Now I have he's only got 1 card in hand. Here's a tough play. I could have chumped, but I decided not to. So I go to 4, which is a little iffy. I ping him, but now Pilgrim's Eye, so I can actually play the Pilgrim's Eye. I think about playing Judgment first, but I realize I can play Pilgrim's Eye, find a swamp, play the swamp, and then I do have to tap my land for mana, my 3/3, but I'm fine with that. It wasn't blocking anyway. I get a 2-for-1 by exiling that guy, and I also get the ability to attack with my 4/2 first strike. Now he can trade, he can double block. If he wants to double block here, that's fine. I kill his 2/4. But he chooses not to. Sandstorm Bridge is the best land draw that I could possibly hit. So I make my 4/4, my 3/3 into a 4/4. So that has vigilance now. And I attack with everything, and I just leave back an extra Pilgrim's Eye just in case for like a little chump blocker. He makes a chump block on the 4/4, and he gets to eat one of my 3/1 first strikes, but that pushes through an extra 10 damage. And it looks like he just got extremely flooded out. So he drew 10, 12 lands, and I drew 9. So that's pretty much it. Like you draw, I drew 9. I actually drew 8 because I found one with Pilgrim's Eye. So, you know, you draw a few too many blanks in this format, and you're going to get run over. So that's why the card advantage cards are just super important. But there aren't that many in this format. Mysteries of the Deep, probably one of the best. Yeah, I played comparative analysis and a bunch of cycling cards, right? Seer's Lantern. But playing the beatdown game is a little bit different. You gotta knock the top of the deck and hope it gets there. So cool. So stay tuned for round 4 of week 3.